And we're live. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. I want to welcome Brian and Chuck and Dub Wilkinson to the show. Welcome, welcome, guys.
And Michelle
Welcome,
Crawford as
Brian,
well.
Chuck, and Dub. Oh, echo. We got an echo.
Dub, how you doing, sir? I didn't hear you earlier.
So,
I got the echo.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
It was me. I was
Oh, was
echoing.
it? Well, I had another tab up with the live up. Anyway, technical difficulties, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, we
I
got,
wanted
go
I
ahead.
wanted to say hello to Ryan and let's see here, Kip and Cormac and Crystal and Wendy. I know I missed other people. Julie, Wendy, Danny.
Johnny just jumped in. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Johnny. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. Good to see you all. We missed last week, and I guess we kind of all been all over the place and kind of stuff going on. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you.
I've literally been all over the place.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. I'm in South Carolina tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna wait for a few people to jump on in. I have like a little agenda for tonight, but I don't got anything tabbed up, but we can make it for what it is and get through it. It's all fake, Danny says.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
agreed,
it is.
Danny.
What's up, Danny? It's all fake
Yep.
until proven real.
Yep. Kip says, surprised you are here, Chuck. Know that you are working nights now.
I am, yes.
He doesn't work until tomorrow after.
Yeah, I work tomorrow night. Yep.
Yeah. So.
I had to work last weekend because we had a lot of bad storms and tornadoes that hit South Carolina with high winds. And Kip, I don't know if you've ever heard of a tipper that you back a trailer on and it jacks it up about 90 degrees in the air and it dumps like wood chips. But if the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour or more, then they won't run it. So with the storms, the mill didn't run for a couple of days, so they wanted us to work on the weekend. So that's why I missed the live stream last weekend.
Ann just popped in, Captain. Well, welcome, guys. Good to see you guys.
Ann, Captain.
Well, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I see the live in now. I don't know what that means.
I see the live in now.
Yeah.
Probably a delay on his side or something like that.
Maybe.
Danny lives out in California, eh? Some snow out that way. Must be up north.
No, he lives in Michigan.
Oh, my bad. Way off.
Yeah, good to see everybody here. Like I said, we missed last week, and so we did miss you guys. Things have just kind of been a little bit crazy, and Danny says snow sucks the older we get. Yep.
We had a freezing cold week where it was just didn't go above freezing for one day, and then next week we're going to have days where it's almost 50 degrees during the day, and it's going to be above freezing at night and raining and stuff. So we went from a hard, brutal freeze to now like this wet, soft, mushy stuff, and then it's going to go back down. I know it will. That's just what it does. And it uproots trees, so when we get our first windstorm, it comes through after the ground's all mushied up, from all the unfreezing and softening from the rain. Trees start falling.
I agree with Ange. I like snow. Of course, I'm originally from Michigan, so I know what snow is also. But yeah, I really think the snow is beautiful. But Danny says I used to like it.
I liked it when I was little. Freezing balls over here.
Yeah. Ann says that 32 degrees here right now feels like it's about 6.
It's cold everywhere, it seems like.
Crystal says they could do wonders with the holograms.
Hey, check this out. It's like in the 20s here, and then next week, I'm not kidding, it's supposed to be 76 on Wednesday.
Yeah,
That's normal, isn't it?
yeah. Well, get this. Our high was 43 today, and it starts going up at starting around 10, 11, 12, midnight, and the temperature goes up.
You mean someone's turning the heat on in the middle of the night or something like that?
Yes. And we're supposed to hit 70 degrees. It's been so cold here. We had a hard freeze last week, and for Houston, that's crazy, but it's been really, really cold here. And I mean, we were low 20s and high of 30s. You know, it was crazy. Julie says, if anyone lives in North Carolina, a sister needs help.
I live in North Carolina, Julie. Where's she at? What does she need? I'm not there very often, but I do live there. Hey, Michelle, tell everybody about your backup channel.
Oh, let me see if I can pull that up. I knew why. Give me a second. I gotta get out of here, change accounts. See if I can do this real quick.
I put in the chat next rad Doppler radar locations. If you pay attention to all these things, you look up a map of them. This follows the so-called splitting of the polar vortex and things like that. That's just something to think about.
Okay.
Cindy, you live in Asheville, don't you? Or is that Ann?
Cindy says that she lives in North Carolina.
Yeah, send a link, please. Yeah, send a link.
Absolutely.
Anybody that wants to send a link, that's why everybody has branches.
Yep. Ann says she's in Asheville.
Yeah, it was Ann. So Cindy might live in maybe Charlotte. I can't remember. I used to remember where she lived, but I know Tracy lives in Kernersville. She lives close to Asheville. Okay.
Okay, so real quick, while we wait for that link and see. So I got an email the other day from YouTube on my Frosty Truth channel. It says, to help our community safe, we limit some of your powerful features to channels who built and maintained a positive channel history or who have provided verification. As of now, your channel does not have sufficient channel history. It has lost access to advanced features. This may have happened because your channel did not follow our community guidelines. How this impacts your channel. You won't be able to do things like get higher daily limits for live streams, shorts, or video uploads, embedded live streams, pinned comments, add external links to your video description, how to restore access to advanced features. To restore access, you can build positive channel history by following our community guidelines. Provide video or ID verification for quicker access. This may not be available for all channels. Thanks, the YouTube team.
It sounds like the whole social credit deal like China has, where if you're a good little slave, you get perks and benefits.
That's
and
right.
if you go against the government, they take away more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it.
Yeah, I feel like a slave.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So stupid. But anyway, I thought I'd read that to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yep, they getting everyone ready.
How are you? Good to see you. Sergio, good to see you. Welcome,
Okay.
guys.
She needs a wrench. Good to see you, Amanda.
Oh, you need a wrench? Let me see.
Today is Horizontal Horizon's birthday, by the way, everyone.
Yeah.
Wish him a happy birthday. Sorry, Brian.
Well, I have it scrolling across the screen.
Oh, Michelle's going to have to sing you happy birthday here in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Mary.
Rolly. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Blessings.
Jeanette, Awaken the Light. Good to see you.
Ah, she's awake. Good to see you. People are rolling in now. Yeah, welcome, everybody. Yes, it is Brian's birthday. I have it scrolling across the screen. I don't know if everybody can see that, but.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see it before, so sorry. Yeah, I see it now.
Yep. He made the mistake by telling me. I'm just kidding. I was like, oh, it's your birthday. Okay, I'm going to let everybody know.
Happy anniversary, Sergio.
Happy anniversary, Sergio. Okay. All right. Looks like we got a lot of people coming in. That's wonderful. Hope I didn't miss it. Anybody? So, yeah, just let us know, Julie, a little bit more on your friend. Yeah, he's 41. You're over the hill, Brian.
Yep.
41. I wish I was 41.
I told him earlier I got him about 10 years.
And he says, I'm calling a red flag on YouTube. That's funny.
Julie put the link in there about her sister that needs some help. I appreciate it, and I'll save it and I will watch it after the live stream.
Okay. Oh, she did put the link?
Yeah, put it in there again, Julie, if you want to. Of course, it gets scrolled down, but I can do it too if you want me to.
Let's see here.
She's looking for some help, not money.
There we go.
Cool. I'll share it too if you want me to.
There we go. There we go.
I'll put it there too, yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed it. Okay.
32.
32 watching?
I did, Amanda. I seen that. I've done a lot of videos about that over the years, and I've gotten a lot of strikes and stuff from talking about, the true Jews and stuff like that of the Bible. I mean, the Bible explains and describes them pretty good. It has all the lineages and stuff, and it basically talks about the Khazarian Ashkenazis are of the lineage of Japheth. That's not even the right lineage. So, I mean, YouTube doesn't like you talking about that, so I don't want to get Michelle's channel hurt. Yeah, Hans, combat veteran. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while.
Combat. Good to see you. Not Cormac, but Combat.
Yeah, that was funny.
Now I know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, God bless you too, brother. Okay, can you give me like 2 minutes, Chuck? Could you talk about something?
Yeah, you just had to put me on the spot, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot, Chuck. You and Brian can talk about something.
What's your favorite food that you've had on this new little, trip that you've been doing? If the trip's somewhat been consistent,
Probably Cracker Barrel. I mean, it's right beside the hotel. Right. And they got some really good pickles at a store beside me, if anybody likes pickles.
Is it like just fancy pickles, like pickles on a stick, pickles, deep fried pickles.
They're like the Clausen pickles. They're just good. I don't know. I'm weird.
All right.
And the Waffle House is pretty good too.
My one boy likes pickles out of the jar, but he don't like pickles on his burger like that. You know what I mean? But he'll eat the big old crunchy pickles that are dill pickles, whatever.
Hmm.
I don't care for them too much.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They go good. We have a Firehouse subs. I don't know if anybody's ever eaten at Firehouse subs, but they got some really mean subs. And I'm not even a big person with subs, but they're good.
There was this local place. Well, it was in the town over, but he was a mom and pop place, and he would make hot dog hamburgers. Sounds wild, but all it was ground beef thrown in a hot dog bun. But it was basically a hamburger in a hot dog bun, and it always got topped off with a slice of pickle. And that was the only time that I enjoyed it because it was just his recipe. It tasted good. Sorry if I'm getting all the screaming in the background.
We know you have many kids.
Julie, deep fried, anything deep fried is good for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Up here in the Northeast, we got Charlie subs. I like Charlie subs.
Yeah, I agree. We're Johnny. Screw Subway. Subway sucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, Subway almost turned me against subs. But I tried that Firehouse place the other day, man. I got the Firehouse steak and cheese, and they also have a beef brisket sub that is amazing.
Okay.
Are you good now?
Yep. So, Julie, I really appreciate you bringing us, saying it on my platform that, which is kind of funny.
It is.
I'm going to give you all a little story. And so I really do appreciate anybody asking, for help or anything like that, if someone's in need. So I'm going to give you guys a little story and kind of going to the title of this live. I have the last 3 weeks, I have had a homeless friend. I took in a homeless friend that was homeless, that needed our help, and she's been here for 3 weeks. We've become really good friends. She's a wonderful person. Where I set up, you guys know I work outside, and so I'm set up outside all the time. And she came and got a phone from me one day, and I kept seeing her every now and then. She was with her boyfriend, and they were both homeless. And with me not going into too much detail, she's her and her boyfriend broke up. He pretty much sent her on her way. She was by herself on the streets. He from what I've seen with my own eyes, abused her. And I was not all about that a couple times. And, I saw her with bruises all over her face. And anyway, he ended up breaking it off with her. She was by herself, called me up and asked me for some help. I went down to give her some help, and then she asked me if, she could come home with me. She was very scared, and of course, being on the streets, her sleeping bag was wet from the rain the previous night. She needed to dry it out, and asked me to please, if she could come stay with me. Now, just to give you a little background on my situation, I live in a 27-foot trailer with no slide outs. It's a very small trailer, Dub and I, and very small. It's basically made for one person. So it's always a tight fit anyway. of course, I live paycheck to paycheck. And I wanted to bring us in all together and use my platform today. So she, you know, how do I say it? It's just, it's really hard for us. Um, and so her time is limited here. So we've been searching really hard for a good shelter or a place that will give her the real help that she wants. She wants to work. She's not on drugs. She's very quiet and reserved. Very good people in my opinion. I've become very close with her. Um, she's very helpful, courteous, kind. And um she just needs help. So therefore, I'm going to use my platform because I know I have some really, 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 really good people that come on my platform, and we're all believers. And I live in Houston. This is where we're at. I don't know if anybody knows anybody, has any connections, but we've been searching for weeks to find her a good place. And I don't want to. I'm not going to put her to the curb because I just that wouldn't be helpful. I've given her a warm place to stay. Um, but it's hard for everybody. But I'm asking and putting on my platform if anybody knows anybody in the Houston area, even outside the Houston area, that might know someone that has a spare room or has connections to maybe helping us out in getting her where she needs to go. She wants to, she started really, working hard trying to find a job, but then, things have gotten really tight where now she's looking for a place to live, but she's willing to work. I know she's been really helpful around here. It's actually been kind of nice because I have, she's just helping out with everything. So, which is more than most people can ask for.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Yeah.
Maybe someone that needs maybe a roommate. She wants to get a job, and that would be great to have someone that maybe needs a roommate. Because Michelle's character. I mean, she's a good girl, and she is. She's a good. Like you said, she's not on drugs. She seems like she just needs a break. She's just had some bad luck.
Right. And I don't, we're not asking for money. That's not what my platform is here for. We're not asking for any money. We're just asking if anybody might know someone or someone that might be familiar with this area or someone that has resources or someone that knows somebody that would be in the Houston area. Houston's pretty big.
Khan said he has some friends that need roommates in Houston.
Really?
That would be awesome. I mean, just to help her out for a little while. I mean, it's always easier to have a roommate and you split everything, the food, money.
Let me tell you, and I'm gonna just tell you, she's very quiet and reserved. She's not dramatic. She's not someone that's draws a lot of attention to herself. She's very, like I said, reserved, kind. But she's also, you can tell she's responsible. She's trying, but she's down on hard times. And we need help finding her somewhere to go. And like I said, it's already been 3 weeks, and it's just, it can't be a long-term situation for us. And I want to help her get on her feet. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. Yeah, she's not on drugs. She's not, everybody has a past, but that doesn't mean anything about it. I'm giving you my word from what I've learned from her. I would be, even before I took her in, I had a big heart for her already. Yes, Danny, we've checked a billion and trillion shelters. Most shelters, it's really hard to find, especially in cold times. where they're full or whatever. But if you go to a day shelter, they only let you spend the night, and then they push you on the street the next day. That is not the kind of help that it helps anybody, really. And
It's the
somebody
coldest
that,
time. Yeah, there's like a crazy cold front, and that I bet the shelters are awful. They're so filled up.
and but I've become close and personal with her, so it's Chuck suggested the other day, he was like, hey, why not use your platform? We have so many good people that come in here. Somebody might know somebody, but like I said, we are not looking for money. We're just looking for some help and to help her get on her feet. We and I'm going to give you another real quick story, and kind of like let you guys know the kind of roughness that's out there. She found a place that would place women in a live-in housing, but they would have to be like either home health care kind of deal. And this one lady had been helping her and saying, hey, giving her number out to people that would call her up, and she'd have to change diapers and stuff like that, adult diapers and stuff. That is something that she physically can't do, like I couldn't do. And so we did find another place that we thought might be something for her, which was yesterday. But the lady was very evasive. It was a house full of three men. Two men were independent that didn't really need a lot of care. But the third one was autistic. The lady didn't give her much detail on it, but said that that's why they need someone lived in to the home. She would have to sleep in the dining room area, she said, but she'd have to cook and clean, which is no problem, and then take care of the autistic adult. We tried getting a hold of the lady several times to ask her some questions. The lady was too busy to call back. She called back today. And she said she was going to be surveillanced 24/7 to make sure that she was doing what she needed to be doing. But it was in a very rural area. She had no access to any type of store that would be nearby in walking distance. And that if she needed to go somewhere, she'd have to call an Uber. And so there was no store nearby. So if she needed to get anything for herself, she would have to fend for herself with no vehicle. And it's actually 25 miles away from Houston, away from where I live. So it wasn't, and the lady just told her this morning, she was like, well, I need you to come today right now and start your job. And she was like, I can't come until tomorrow morning. The lady says that's not good enough and hung up the phone. We never, she never even got a chance to ask her more about the autistic person. We were really considering, well, she was really considering it, but the lady was kind of rude. And, anyway, that didn't pan out. I don't want to put her in a situation where she's going to be so like in a prison. And that kind of sounds like she, not only would she be alone far away, but she wouldn't even have access to go to a store if she needed to. So that's kind of the situation. If you're going to help somebody, hopefully they can help you do the same to both grow. And it didn't sound like a really good situation for her. And so those are the kind of things we've been, like I said, she's been really, really, really looking. I mean, we had a list of shelters for women, for just of all shelters, and it's just been a no-go. Call after call after call after call after call. A lot of them only house you for 2 weeks. If you're trying to do something, 2 weeks is not enough to get a job and get on your feet before you're out in the cold again. So that's why I'm asking for anybody that knows anybody, has help. And Combat said, he says, I will make a few calls today. Yeah, her past doesn't matter. If she needs help, no judgment. We all go through stuff. Yes.
That's the truth.
Absolutely.
I think she just needs a break, just that, because it's hard. If you can have somewhere to stay for a few days, get a job. I mean, you can get a job anywhere. You just got to have a couple weeks to get the paychecks coming in a little bit. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it takes more than a couple weeks, but you
Yeah,
know what I
but
mean. And then where are you going to go after that? You know the apartments here cost like $1,400 for an apartment here
wow, that's
a month.
crazy.
And then you have to pay, first and last month's rent and a deposit. You're talking $2,000 just to get an apartment here, which I would never, hopefully, ever have to do. But I'm just saying, realistically, someone that's starting from the bottom, it's going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of compassion for people to do that. So yeah, so that's part of why I that was part of my agenda for today, was to see if anybody could help out. Like I said, we're not asking for any money. We're just asking for you know some
Can
resources or something.
can I can I say something too that
Absolutely.
I'll do, and hopefully some other people. I will clip the first 30 minutes of this part and mirror it and put it on my channel, and maybe Brian will do the same. And if anybody else wants to, because there might be someone that doesn't hear it, you know what I mean, that might be in the right place. But
Yeah,
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll put this on my channel too.
I really much appreciate that, Chuck. That makes me feel really good. And by the way, everybody, her name is Amanda. And so, yeah. Anybody
Yeah,
else want to say anything? Okay.
I just know we live in some tough times. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Let's see. I'm just reading the comments, guys.
Here's Helmet wants to. He said, "Here's my email." He says, "Send me the financial link to send a gift." He wants to. He said he's behind. He wants to give. I mean, if people want to, I mean, it would help. I mean, but we're not asking for money. But there's his email, Michelle, if you want to, take it down.
Okay. I guess I could let's see here. I don't know. I don't have anything to write with. You have anything to write with?
Can you take a screen picture of the screen with your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be easier.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I've known Helmet for a long time, and he's been, you know, subscribed to my channel for, I don't know, years it seems like, and yeah, he's a really nice guy. Sergio said, "Can Amanda just say hello to everyone? Maybe just introduce herself."
She really doesn't want to.
She's kind of shy, like Michelle was saying, yeah,
Yeah,
reserved.
she's really reserved and quiet, and yeah, she doesn't want to be put in the spotlight. And so
I understand that.
I'm
I
gonna
understand.
honor her wishes. I know Sergio's talked to her, you know, for words when I was on the phone with him before. I think Chuck has. So, she's real. she's real.
Yeah,
She's real. She's here. And but yeah, Sergio, I think she just really it's already a hard enough for her to be listening to this. But Sergio says he thinks it would help people to get to know her. But I think let me put it this way. Nobody knows me from Adam. I mean, people do, but I'm just saying from my perspective, from my opinion, my point of view, and all I can say is from what I've learned and seen and known since she's been here, everything that I told you earlier is legit, trustworthy. You know, she's not a thief. She's not, you know, any of that. She's very humble.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's
Well,
all
she's been staying with you for like 3 weeks, hasn't she?
yeah. It's
Yeah, so that's definitely.
it's
Yeah.
a little over 3 weeks now. So well, I don't need that now because I took it.
And you've known her for over a year.
Yeah, I've known her for longer than 3 weeks. I've known her way before that. Like I said, I've engaged with her and helped her out several times without her ever asking for a dime. Just my heart, you know, was in the right place, and
Hey, real quick, the opinion is high quality opinions. Needs to mention. Good to see you. On here. They said it's 1:30 there, so she's gonna listen tomorrow. Okay.
whoa,
Wow.
what's going on there? What is that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. What happened, Cindy? Did that happen? I don't know that. I don't think she did that on purpose. A glitch. I think it was a glitch, Michelle.
Yeah, because Cindy's been around for
She's
a long
been
time.
around. Yeah, she's been around. She's a real person.
Yeah, she's a real person. She's been
She's a real
around for a long time.
Angie said glitch. Yeah, I think it's a glitch too.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe it's not the Cindy Turner that's usually here, man. They do that too. They'll take a name and run with it.
I don't know. It's the same avatar.
Untime her out. And let's, Cindy, what happened just now? What was that all about? Ange got her, of course.
Yeah. I'm trying to scroll up.
Yeah, she's been on the show a lot. I mean, I've seen her around a lot. So I don't know.
No,
That's
she's
weird.
been around for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, she lives in North Carolina too. So that's wild.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, YouTube is doing some weird stuff. I mean, there's people that I talk to on a regular basis that she had an iPod. She said she had my iPad propped up. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I figured something like that happened.
I was like, whoa.
The thing about it is like, I'll use Ange, for example. I'm telling you, she comments on all of my videos, but it's gone. YouTube takes the comment down. And there's several other people that do that. I can't even find her comment in the studio. So, you know, and when YouTube does stuff like that, people that don't really know each other that good, a lot of people get offended if they comment on somebody's video and kind of support them, but they don't never get any love or get a heart or anything. They're kind of like, well, you know, screw them. You know, they don't. I've had people do that to me, be like, well, you can't even give me a heart.
I must say, yeah,
Brian.
people crying about that, whatever. But I must say, Cindy's messages, there's some weird things that actually came through and all that stuff.
I know.
was just looking back at them, and there's like, hi, July,
Pity.
jerk. There was just a few of them that came through besides all junk. Took. Yeah, they were just weird. Anyway. Yeah. I don't always see everybody's comments, and then half the time stuff's hidden. You gotta be searching and looking and trying to find it. And sometimes you'll say, "Hey, someone comment," and you go click on it and you go to it, and it ain't there. You know, so you don't even get to see whatever's, you know, so you can't see everything. And
Helmet just said, "I'm just so tired of being silenced on YouTube." Amen, brother. We're all tired of it. And he said that's why he's pretty much lives on BitChute, but they suck too. And that's the truth. I mean, I did a video about BitChute, man. There's some serious trolls on BitChute, man. It's pretty bad.
My first day I uploaded the video on BitChute, I was no longer able to thumbs up, no longer able to comment from day one. Boom. That's telling you what they got going on. And then here right now, I noticed lately that no one's even seeing my comments, so I know that they're all being hidden to like only me seeing them again, you know, because I'm special, I guess. I'm an idiot. I'm a special kind of special.
Yeah. That's a good way to cause division, is to hide certain comments, allow some of them to show up. And yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, if I don't give somebody a heart or, you know, a like, then I didn't see the comment. It's just, I mean, I like try to heart every single comment. If it's a legit somebody that's not being a jerk, you know, I mean, I heart all of them.
And a while ago, it used to supposedly everybody like, well, you must have said something stupid or something mean or whatever, and which may have been the case, but now it's like, no, it's beyond that. It's something else.
Anne said her comments sometimes disappear. And I have seen a comment disappear right in front of my face. Has anybody else seen that happen? That
Yeah.
was wild. Right in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a couple of people in here that so we got Combat, we got his email, and then, or was it Helmet? I don't know. I'm confused right now.
What happened?
Was it Helmets that left his email?
Yes.
Okay. So how I can leave my email address for Helmut.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. Leave your email address, Michelle.
I can leave my email address, and anybody that might know somebody or whatever can get a hold of me through there. Hold on.
Because we don't monetize. I don't know anything about PayPal. I don't know anything about Patreon. I mean, I've never asked for money ever. I mean, and I'm sure when people are down on their luck, there's nothing wrong with it. But I just think if you're out here pushing truth and begging for money all the time, that gets kind of old. You know what I mean?
So that's my email address. I just posted it. There is people that say they do want to send money. Like I said, we're not here to ask for any money. We're just asking for resources or help. If anybody knows somebody, if you do want to send money, I don't know how to. I got a Cash App account. I do Cash App with my job.
Yeah, Helmet has he says he does that, and that's how I do Cash App.
Okay. So I guess I don't know.
Communicate that through the email.
I guess we can communicate. Yeah, we can communicate that through the email. That's a good. We can do that, because I really don't want to put it on my platform, because then I don't want people thinking that I'm asking for money. Because if you want to contribute to Amanda's that situation, to her fund situation, I can promise you and give you my word, she will get every penny that does come to her. Like I said, one more time, we're not asking for any money, but that's crazy. 33 are watching.
Yeah.
As I say, we're not asking for money.
Hey, Johnny said, I mentioned this to you too, Michelle. Have you guys tried the churches? Sometimes they have resources, because there's a bunch of churches.
I was joking about Olstein, though, just so we know. I had to let y'all know.
Okay.
I put Joel Osteen in the comments. He lives down in Houston. Don't call his church. He don't help.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like I said, churches don't really you got to find the right resources. I'm not the best at it. She's been searching everywhere. We need something immediately. Most just give out clothing and food, and some do, like what is it, Catholic Charities or something like that. I've seen them help people get apartments and stuff like that, but I think that's a longer process than what we have right now. I think that once she gets to maybe, somewhere where she can relax a little bit, and then she can start like maybe applying for housing and that kind of stuff, and maybe looking into the Catholic Charities or whatever, where they do help you get an apartment and that kind of stuff. But yeah, we've really I can't say I've just kind of been guiding her, in a sense, trying to be like her big sister, type deal. She's been doing all the work.
How old is she? Do you mind if I ask that?
She is 45 years old,
Okay.
so she's not young. I mean, she's younger than me, a lot younger. But she's, so she's, not immature running around, being stupid, put it that way. So she does, she's got maturity, um, you know.
That's cool.
Thank you for coming by, Opinionist.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You have a great night.
There's a Methodist church here that will help you with paying your bills.
Well, she don't
She
have
really
no-
needs, yeah, she really needs help just to get on her feet so she can work. Because when you get money, all that does is that's like a temporary fix. It's like kind of like,
Well,
when you have a pipe leak and putting a piece of tape over it, it
well, yeah,
helps
it'll
for
get
a
her
while.
some food and, necessities that she needs. She can get all that, but if she doesn't have a place to stay, all of that's kind of, she can't carry that stuff around. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on me. I've been homeless on and off, in the past. I did like an 8-year period, on and off for 8 years. And I'll tell you that, so I know very deeply on how it is to be a single woman. And I worked the whole time. I mean, I did whatever it took, whether I had a car, whether I didn't have a car, whether I was living in a broken down car, or whether I was sleeping outside. So I kind of, I have a big heart for all of that. So I know exactly how it is. And I'll tell you, there's nothing more exhausting than being homeless and having to wonder every day if you're going to have something to eat, or if you're going to get a shower, if you're going to, what your next, where you're going to go next,
Mm-hmm.
So, no, she does not have a car. She has no car. She's homeless without a car.
But there are people sometimes that are looking for a roommate, somebody to share some space, to help around the house. You know what I mean? And to help her get a job. I mean, that would help. That both of them, Amanda and whoever, could help each other out. There are
Right.
people.
And like Combat said that, he knew some veterans. Was that the message that I saw? That
Yeah.
So and he said they're really good people. That's all she needs is a safe place where that she's got someone that has a heart that could, when you're stuck without transportation and you're not by a bus stop, or let me give you guys a perfect example. When I go to work, she comes with us. I have a 2-seater car. All my seats are laid down in the back because I have to fit all my equipment in the back seat. We have to squeeze her in the hatchback of my car every day, every time we go somewhere. So I feel like I'm kidnapping. It looks like we're kidnapping her every time she goes somewhere with us. And if she goes with us all day to work or something, she has to squeeze in between all the equipment that I have to take to work, that my whole hatchback is full of.
Yep.
So,
Hey.
Hi, James. Welcome.
Hey, James said if she were in Oregon, he could let her use his 35-foot motorhome, no charge. But Amanda brought up she needs a job first, and then
she needs shelter first.
Yeah, well, shelter, but then job has to be too.
Right. She needs shelter first, and then a job will come a lot more easily because she would have a place to be stable at, an address. She would be able to focus and get back and forth, even if she has to take the bus, or, you know what I'm saying?
Sergio said, what if he could raise enough to get her to Oregon? Would she be interested in moving?
That's not a question for me.
Oh,
Give me a
well,
second.
ask her later. Yeah. Hey, Boo. Good to see you. Dog named Boo. Yeah, I mean, if she's homeless, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in Houston, I don't think anyway. But that's just me.
That might be a thought. She said, it's nothing's off the table. Hi, dog. A dog named
Yeah.
Boo. How you
Post
doing?
your email. Post your email again, Michelle. James. Michelle had her email and talk. I mean, and then I mean, just the more people, the more options that are presented. But yeah, 35-foot motorhome, that would be good for a little while, for a few weeks until she could get working. And then, who knows? Yeah, Anne said she was going to ask if she was likes Houston or is willing to leave Houston. Can't hurt to try. That's true.
Okay. So, if anybody can see my banner, I put my email on the banner.
Yeah, that's it.
If you guys can't see it, let me know. Yeah.
This is happy birthday, Brian. My email frosty.fyi@gmail.com. Frosty.fyi@gmail.com.
Warm to freezing. It would be bad to be homeless. Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing about being in the middle of nowhere, that would be tough getting a job. And I mean, that's awesome for the offer, but
So, people are asking if you're willing to just leave Houston. Period. If you had offers, that's something she's going to have to think about. It's kind of a scary situation right now for her. Just she doesn't really have a lot of resources here in Houston. I don't know. I think I'm basically it right now.
mhm.
So it would be, even if let's say this. So if people know somebody, or even if it's out of state, you can email me, and then we can put that on the table, and then we can respond to it. You know what I'm saying? That way, she can think about it. We can talk about it, and
Yeah, somebody that, yeah, and it has to be someone like Amanda said that's not doesn't have any financial issues himself that's going to help, and then to help her get a job, you know.
right. So
Because obviously, if you're strapped with your own bills, you don't want to.
okay. So I don't know how to how to. So Honeycutt says, respectfully, unless she moves in with someone who has no financial issues themselves, most can't afford to wait until she starts getting a paycheck. A job seems way more important for this reason. I understand that. I live paycheck to paycheck, and she's been here for 3 weeks. So I'm just saying, there's, it's, I don't know. I don't know how to address that. I know that a job, but it takes time to get a job, and then it takes time for you getting established somewhere. Where, to me, this is just my opinion. Um, when you get a job, you have an address. You know how far you are from it. You know where you got to go. Um, like I said, she's already been here 3 weeks. We are having, it's just, time is of the essence here, not because of her. It's just that it's a very tight space.
Yeah, it's like a one room.
Yeah.
Y'all in.
So
Yeah.
Small room.
yeah, it's a one room trailer. It's very tight. Hi, Dale. Good to see you. Welcome, James. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So, that's kind of where we sit with that. If somebody has suggestions, um, your help would be so much appreciated. If people want to donate money, which I'm definitely not asking for that. Um, but if you feel you have to or want to, um, you can just grab my email address and then we can go from there. And I can give you my Cash App, and 100% of course will go to her. She's sitting right here, so it's not like I can hide that. I'm very honest, so it doesn't matter. I wouldn't feel right, helping her for 3 weeks and going, okay, well,
But
10
yeah,
goes.
knowing someone would be good. Just knowing someone, like giving someone
Yeah,
a number. Like
if somebody
Han
can,
said, combat veteran, he knows some veterans that have, so just, yeah, just maybe making a phone call would be great. A helmet is in the banner. If you look at the banner, she put it says happy where it says happy birthday, Brian. It has her email, frosty at FYI or frosty.fyi@gmail.
yes, Sergio says it seems like we are her friends and family now. I had to sit down and ask her, would it be okay if I put her, um, like dedicated this live stream to her,
Mm-hmm.
um, because we all need help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't need any financial help. I don't want to ask for that. God will provide. I personally, I'm good. It's just I'm more concerned about her and her well-being. I'm not going to put her out in the cold. I will not. But I at the same time, it's you know we got other people than just me. There's Dub here, and so it's tight quarters. Definitely, I know God will provide. I have so much faith in that. 100%. FROSTI. Everybody calls me Frosty with an I. FYI for your information. FYI at Gmail. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Um, like I said, everybody can. If you want to help financially, it will go straight to her. You can email me on that if you have any ideas or anything or anybody that you might know. Send it to my email, and we can go from there. And that way, it kind of stays a little bit more private.
Yeah. I get that Ange just says she has no family and her friends are mostly far away. I've always been blessed to have family, like a lot. I have a big family, real close. But if you don't have family, then I mean, when you come on hard times, really, there's nothing. You know what I mean? And it's hard. I mean, I can't imagine. And I
I'm
know the homeless is getting worse. I mean, it's getting more and more and more. It's like you can't even drive anywhere now without seeing people homeless everywhere. And especially when it gets really, really cold, it makes it even worse.
So James asked, where would she like to be? Not homeless.
Yeah, not homeless.
Um, so I don't know if that's a loaded question or not. I'm just saying, you know,
Like what area? What area he's asking? What area would if she
Yeah.
had to choose? What area would she want to be?
that's something that we haven't talked about. Like I said, we're in the Houston area. Even outside of the Houston area, I'd be willing to drive her if it's something. Um, she has family in Texas that she's not around anymore. So um, I have family, and I'm way way far from mine. So I know what it feels like not to be around your family, but um, everybody's circumstances are different.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So Dale says, I have nobody. I understand. I'm 63, living off grid in a camper. It's tough.
Yeah, Dale's good people. I've seen him around for a
Yeah.
long time. He's a veteran.
God bless you, Dale.
And he's awesome. Thanks, Dale. Yeah, cool.
And um, and says Oregon is beautiful. Arkansas is too. So you got two. We've come up with several people that have um, offered financially that want to help out, and we've had some people that have some, resources, and that's what I love you guys for, because that Chuck's like, darn it, Michelle, let's use your platform, let's see what we can do, because like I said, it's been really hard trying to, around, how, I mean, if people don't understand what shelters are all about, the majority of them really do not help. And it's really hard.
Where are her family and friends? Just curious. Just a question. Like, where's her family?
Her family is here in Texas, not in Houston, but here in Texas.
Okay.
And so she doesn't have any contact with them. And that's a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
Sergio says, I have family in San Antonio. I could ask if they know of anything. That would be great. Anybody. The shelters here in Alaska kick you out during the day. I know, even below zero. It's insane. Yeah. See, those are the kind of shelters that I'm aware of. When they're day shelters, you have to, like, it's a first come first serve basis. If you get a bed, or you have to like share everything. They only let you have so much stuff you can bring in, and then when you leave, you have to take everything out. Yes, they kick you out during the day, and they make you take your stuff with you. It's a very hard to find. Very hard to find good homeless shelters that
Michelle,
really
read Danny's comment. Didn't you do that for a while?
any motels close, she can do housekeeping for a free room. That's really, I didn't do housekeeping at my last job in Missouri. I was front desk, and I went homeless. I chose to be homeless for a little bit, and then I finally got to live on premises, but it wasn't a good deal. Yeah, for me, I had to get the heck out of
You
there.
hated that place. You hated that place, didn't you?
I had to get out of there so bad. I left everything that I owned, everything
I
that
remember
I built up for years, and left everything, and only what I could put in my small car and come to Houston. And that was really hard. It's just materialistic things, but you get over it, Yeah, it was not a good situation. I'm sure there might be, but there again, um, it's it you gotta it's just not as easy as that. I'm not trying to say she can't find a job. She's willing to find a job. She's willing to do the steps. At the same time, I have a 2-seater car. I have to work myself. Not only that, I have to make my own living, but at the same time, um, I only have limited resources myself. Hi on the level, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of possibilities. We've considered many. Right. Well, if you can find a transitional shelter, they do have transitional shelters that help you get your ID, help you get job placement, help you give you a bed for as long as you're trying and doing what you need to do to find a job. They give you a bed for 30 days or more, or they continue it on and they help you find, they give you assistance in finding you a home, an apartment, that kind of stuff. But they're very few and far between. Very few and far between. It's we've been searching,
and they're all pretty well maxed out.
Danny said, "What's she good at? What did she do before for work?"
She did fast food, but I think she can do mostly, whatever it takes, housekeeping or any type of thing like that, cooking, whatever. Honeycutt says it seems there's a whole lot more to her story. If she doesn't speak to her family and has no friends, I'm just going to refrain from speaking on this anymore. Well, let me respond to that. Nobody can put ourselves in her shoes right now because it's kind of a hard spot for her.
We all make mistakes, big ones.
Well, and it's not even a mistake. I don't talk to part of my family, and that's not because there was a mistake made. So not all family is supportive.
Some family are pieces of shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Some
So
of them are.
let me just say, when you got family that turn back, their back on, we have all made mistakes and we've all done things that we are ashamed of or have passed, but that's not what's important on this channel right now, because I know I have a past. I know Chuck has a past. I know Dub has a past. I know, we've all done things that we're not proud of.
Nobody wants everything on the table.
And
I definitely don't.
she's very reserved, very shy. She doesn't want to put herself out there. I kind of, had to coax her to ask her if that would be okay to speak on her behalf on my platform. So she's not begging me for help. She's never ever begged me for help, ever. I gave her my number and told her if she ever needed anything to give me a call, and she did. And she called me up, and that's when she asked me for help. So, because she doesn't talk to her family, I don't think that's important. I'm not trying to be, I just don't think we need to be judgmental right now. I'm going to give you my opinion. And if anybody, like I said, nobody knows me from Adam except for my close friends. I think I have a good judge of character. And I gave you what I felt in my heart and what I've seen and what I've learned. And we can all go from there. If you guys need to you want me to take a picture of her so you can see what she looks like, I just don't think that's, that's picking and pulling at the wrong corners. I'm sorry. And I'm not mad at you, Honeycutt. I'm just saying I had to respond to that. I just don't think that is appropriate right now. People need help. And I needed help for 8 years, and I didn't have anybody helping me. I worked every day. I took buses. I walked as far as I needed to walk in broken down cars, but I did what I needed to do because I had to keep my head above water, because we're enslaved. We're enslaved, and we don't have a lot of resources to help us. And that's where I was. If anybody wants to make judgment,
look, nobody's judging. She said she just asked a question. There's no judgment.
Okay.
And Sergio said that we're good. Everybody, no. Because sometimes when you make a comment, you can take it the wrong way. I get that. And, we just want to put everything out there that we can. That's all.
Right. Well, I just had to
And there's always more to the story. Always.
always.
Yeah, always more to the story.
Yeah. So I don't mean to go off and sorry.
No, you didn't. You're good. You didn't go off.
I got a little personal with that, and I'm sorry.
Nah, you were good. That wasn't personal.
You handled it well.
I just it's not easy for me either.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Michelle got muted or something.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. Danny said, let's all pool our resources and help her get a job at NASA. We'll have an inside informant there. Danny, that's the question.
Thanks for the help, Danny.
Yeah. And Amanda, nobody's attacking your character. Seriously, nobody's attacking anybody's character.
Yeah, it's all kind of, well, I mean, when you get in a tough spot and you find yourself in a hole, a lot of times it's just really, really tough to get out of it. It's just really tough, especially with, no real place to turn.
Yep. It's hard. Life's hard.
As far as speaking to family, I live in the same city with my 3 sons, and one lives very close by, the other 2 not so close, but they're all here. I don't speak to them a whole lot. There's never been any problems at all within the family. Just they're going their direction, I'm going mine, and so. And there's no ill will or anything. Just we don't speak a lot. We're not close knit. We're everybody's got their own direction they're headed.
Yeah. Let's just remember that faith, hope, and love is the greatest. We need to love one another and not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now's the time when we need to really love one another. It really is. We live in some hard times.
Times
Go
are
ahead, Brian.
tough, and times are going to get tougher.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So, it's an uphill battle for everyone right now.
Definitely.
Literally. I mean, and the key thing is it's going to continue to get rougher.
It is. We ain't seen nothing yet,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We're all on a downhill slope.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit rolls downhill. Damn. Brian, that was a pretty good comment. Michelle, did we lose you again?
Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. We don't need any conflict in the chat, please. This is not a. It's a very emotional situation. That's all I can say.
It is.
It's very close to my heart. I just want everybody to get along, and yeah. So I'm sorry I got emotional. I'm sorry. I kind of got offended a little bit. Yeah, nobody knows exactly the whole story. Um,
And no one needs to know.
you know,
Really.
it's just a very crucial situation right now, and that's why I'm here asking for help. So, that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
We have no idea. We've never discussed the possibility of relocation, so that's something new that she's got to look at. And she may be willing, she may not be, and that's either way. It's understandable.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I ask something real quick? Seriously, everybody, and this everybody in the chat, everybody, imagine making decisions in your life that you regret. You make bad decisions, but imagine it being below freezing and you don't have family or friends and you're facing homelessness. Just think about how scary that would be, and how much of a blessing it would be for someone to want to help you. I mean, we all, like Michelle said, we all have skeletons in our closet. Absolutely. But just, I couldn't imagine, the, just the stress and anxiety of not knowing where you're going to sleep, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from.
And
You know what I mean? So we all need to be loving to one another, and we
Right.
all need to be kind, loving, patient, gentle. That's where the fruits of the spirit come in. Like Galatians 5, I think it's 5:20, and that's just hard. We live in some very hard times.
also, in this case, just after she came here to stay, the weather turned nasty. I mean, really nasty. And to think of being out on the streets and that is just unbearable. Totally.
I wanted to say hello to Jen. Hi, Jen. I love you.
Hello, Jen.
I couldn't imagine. Like I said, I've always had a big family. And I mean, I fucked up, excuse my language, when I was young. I mean, I did stupid stuff. But I mean, I've always been blessed. I mean, with a job, I guess with what I do for a living, there's always been plenty of work. And it's hard. You know what I mean? It's really hard in this world.
Okay, so we're gonna so Honeycutt just popped on. She wants to say some things since she
Hey, Honeycutt. Hey, Amanda. Good to see you.
Hi,
Hi.
Amanda.
Hi, guys. Good to
Hi.
see you as well. I was looking so forward to this, considering, that you weren't able to come on last week. And I
Yeah,
just
sorry
think
about
that, some of the comments are disgusting from one particular person, and especially Sergio. Feel free to come on here because I'd love to talk to you. I don't know who you think you are, dude, but you do not know me. You don't know my story. I did not come in with anything negative. We were trying to get to know this girl. I have a story where I was living in my car. So I can more than empathize with her. I already like her. We have the same first name. I was already sitting here praying for her, which is all I can do from where I am, So simply asking, where is her family and friends? Thinking, of other support systems or people that she could, everyone in the chat is coming up with different ideas for her, whether it be somewhere for her to work, or someone mentioned try housekeeping and see if you can live there, right? We're all just trying to get to know more of the story, to know how to better pray for her, to know, more specifics on those that are in the area or are in a financial position that may be able to help. I simply asked about friends and family. And then when the response was, that she doesn't speak to them and that she doesn't have any friends, then I just said, well, clearly there's a lot more to the story. So out of respect for not knowing the woman's life story, I said, I'm just going to refrain from saying anything else because I don't know her story. So I did the right thing by saying, okay, I'm just going to shut up, listen to the rest of what's said, and again, know how to better pray for her. So I'm coming from a good place. And then because maybe tenor was taken wrong or someone chose to be offended, all of a sudden I'm basically being attacked as though I have no heart, no empathy, when it's the complete opposite. There's nothing wrong with asking about friends and family, and there was nothing wrong with saying there's more to the story, because there is. I didn't mean it in a negative way. I just meant there's more to the story.
Hey, Amanda, that's why it's good that you came on, because anytime you can hear a voice with emotion, it's better than texting. You know what I
Oh,
mean? And I'm
Sergio,
glad you're able to.
don't you ever speak to me again. You act like I don't exist. You treated me disgustingly. Disgustingly. And several people in the chat were trying to get you to calm down, and you just kept doubling down. I asked you respectfully to please stop speaking to me, not once, but twice. And you have continued. That is not grace. That is not empathy. That is not a moral compass that I want to follow. So I don't know who you think you are throwing daggers when I never even threw the first one. You are a man, and you're supposed to be a godly man. And the way that you spoke to me, a complete stranger, when I asked you nicely twice to leave me alone, you need to check your heart, sir, not me.
I'm gonna just say something. So she obviously, okay, so I'm gonna answer your question right now. She obviously doesn't have family and friends that she can rely on, or that she is relating to. And so that's pretty much why she's in the position that she's at. And I know that I have partial family myself that has done the very same thing, that has alienated me. So I just to answer that, she's, like I said, it's very hard. Let me just say this. It's very hard when you're alone, you're homeless, you're in you're trying to you know, you don't have resources per se. And it's just you don't want to be telling everybody why and where and when, and that
Michelle, honey, I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken at this. The last thing that Amanda needs is for what is happening right now.
right.
What she needs is the whole reason that you did the live. She needed support.
She does.
She needs to know that people care. I had no idea, my goodness, that just by saying that I would refrain and just listen would turn into this. I was coming from a good place, and I should refrain from speaking on a woman that I know nothing about. I'm not here to judge her. I never judged her. She needs love, and that's what you're giving to her. And that's what this chat was supposed to help edify. I am disgusted at this. And I'm so sorry
Amen.
No,
that you thought, Michelle,
no, you're fine, babe.
that I thought anything negative. God, I wish I could just go back and delete that comment. My God,
No,
this poor girl is going through enough, and now this has turned into something to where even your heart's broken, my heart's broken. I was spoken to in disgusting ways. This is just, that's why I wanted to come on here. And I'm sorry, at first it was anger and it was righteous anger, but now the heart is speaking. And so, Amanda, I need you to know that I am praying for you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And honey, if I had the money, I would send you anything and everything that you needed. Hell, I'd fly you here. I'm not in a much better position than you. But the best thing that I can do for you, I already have, and I will continue to keep you in my prayers. And you are with very good people, and they will lead you. They already are in the right direction. And this is Jesus hugging you, honey, hugging you and letting you know that you are loved. He knows every hair on your head. He knew you before you were in your mother's womb, Amanda. You are perfectly and wonderfully made. And you will get through this. You will get through this. And if anything that I said for one moment made you feel less than or that I was judging you, I beg you to forgive me, because I never, ever intended for that. I was trying to be respectful. Please know that.
Ma'am, I would just,
she's gonna speak now.
ma'am, I just wanted to say, all I need is your prayer. Um, and I'm not angry with you, and I'm not judging you either. And I forgive you. I'm not saying would not forgive you. You did not offend me. I don't have my family members' numbers to get a hold of them, so I'm not able to call them. That's fine.
Oh, honey, thank you for even speaking, because you weren't even comfortable with that, and we understood that. So thank you for saying that, and for speaking. And please know that I meant every word that I said, and most importantly, just how much Jesus loves you, and he has you in the palm of his hand, even when it looks like he doesn't. We all have so many dark days, honey. You're not alone. But if
Yeah.
we just keep our eyes on him, he makes a way where there seems to be no way. And it's in the midnight hours sometimes. I wish God had conception of time, because, I'll have a bill that's due or something like the next day, and I don't have the money. And then literally in the midnight hour, God will always make a way. He is the way maker. So you just hang on to Jesus, and the rest will fall into place.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Monica. I really appreciate you coming on this. I knew that when you asked for the link. We're all bawling here.
I hate this.
We're all crying. Oh,
Can you send a virtual
Sergio's gonna have to listen to this
Thank
again
you,
because I
Amanda.
don't think he's in the chat anymore.
What's that, honey?
I
Amanda
said
said that she said
Sergio, I don't think he's in the chat anymore, so he's gonna have to listen to this live again.
but
Well,
Amanda
and
said she was
Kind of
Amanda.
sorry.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. I mean, I knew that's the thing about when you're sending text, you can't, it's better to be voice. because your emotions don't get across the way they should. You know what I mean? And I know your heart's in the right place. Okay.
Text is not a good way to communicate.
No, it's not
It,
at all.
it's a horrible way to try to
It
explain
is.
yourself and
Yeah.
to try to get it all and have somebody perceive it as what it is and what you're feeling and what you're trying to do.
Right. And
Yeah.
I couldn't have slept tonight for nothing, without this being resolved, because
Resolved. It's definitely resolved,
It's
Amanda.
resolved. It's
Yeah,
resolved. It is.
it's totally gone away.
okay, because I
We
love
just
y'all.
want to
I don't even know you people, and I do. I look so forward to everyone in the chat. I look forward to the people in the panel. I don't want discord. I love what we have. And again, if- I'm just heartbroken.
Don't be
This is not what I wanted.
don't be heartbroken anymore because we're
We're
good.
all good.
We're all good
Well,
here.
good.
We
Well,
all are good. I mean,
I wish we could pass some virtual tissues around.
Amanda's asking for some virtual
Virtual
tissues.
tissues.
Anybody?
Hey, we love both Amandas. We love both Amandas, and we just want to get this. Yeah. So
Well, I appreciate you letting me come on, Michelle, because I know that you had thought, that I was coming on with different intent, and even not sure, you still allowed my voice to be heard. And
Well,
that's
so
why she opens it
sometimes
up. That's why she opens it up.
that's why I have Chuck in the chat. I mean, in the chat, Chuck on the panel. He's my main co-host. Other than Dub, Dub's so quiet. But Chuck, that's why he butted in, and he was like, he keeps, these guys keep me going. Sometimes we take things the wrong way, but I got a little defensive, and he had to put me in my place. And not in a bad way. I'm saying, I rely on my friends and my family. You guys are my family, okay? I don't really relate much with my own family, so you guys are my family. You're my brothers and my sisters, and um, uh, without everybody that I'm around, it's that's what I depend on God. But I love being around all of you. You know what I mean? And so that's that's why I love Chuck so much, because he's like, wait. It's always good to have people on the outside looking in and saying, okay, well, it's okay.
Hey, if anybody hasn't read the fruits of the spirit, Galatians 5:20, go read them. It talks about patience, gentleness, kindness, long suffering, meekness. I mean, read them. That's what we have to have towards one another. Period.
yes.
Yeah, and I knew you needed. You know, I knew you needed to say your piece, and I understand that. So that's why I let you on. You know what I mean? I mean, it's always so much better to speak it than to text
It
it.
is a whole lot more.
Right. Well, it was, like I said, it was important to me that you knew Michelle and Amanda, most importantly. So yes, thank you for allowing me that opportunity. I was sure hoping the next time I joined the panel it wasn't going to be under this circumstance, but
At least we all cried together, right?
right, I know. So I'm just know that I'm hugging each and every one of you so tight right now. So I hope you feel it. And again, I will continue to keep Amanda in my prayers. Please, keep us updated, Michelle. And now I will just, I guess, go back to listening.
Okay, love you, Amanda. You know, really, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for, we're women. I mean, all us women were sitting here crying. I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like, oh my god,
I know.
it's
I know.
crazy. But you know how women are. They're very emotional, but at the same time, we're very passionate. And
Thanks, Amanda.
I'm yeah. Thank you so much for coming on here, and I appreciate you. Having the cojones to do that. You know what I mean? You know?
Well, well, thank you, sister. And just prayers and again hugs to everybody. And at least we ended with tears of joy, and we got to share our love for Jesus Christ, and hopefully, edify and encourage Amanda, because that's what this live is about.
Yeah. This is a dedication to her. And
Amen.
yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get out of here, but I'll be listening. Love and hugs.
Okay. Same to you,
God
babe.
bless.
Thank you.
Later.
All right, bye.
You're coming down, Amanda.
Daddy says thanks for making us cry.
Hey, anytime stuff gets stressful, share the link. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It helps because you see where someone's coming from.
Right. Well, I knew she had to say her piece, and that's why I dropped it. She asked for it and I dropped it.
hmm
100%. Yeah, it got a little, like we've all said, things can be taken out of
Don't
context.
heed it.
And thank you, Chuck, for putting me like, okay, it's time to calm down. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a very emotional time. We're all, we all know what's coming down the pike. We all see it, feel it. Um yes, we have. That's one thing that I've been 100% doing is just uh I can't tell her what to do. I can't tell her what to think. I can't tell her what, to feel. But man, you got to have faith, and the power of prayer, and having faith in God is like the most powerful thing for me, that's got me through a lot of stuff. And so uh yeah, and I told her, I said, we got so many good people on this platform. um Chuck, you're the one that pushed me towards it. You said, gosh darn it, use your platform, to get the word out. And
No, it was your idea. Don't give me credit.
Tears of love and tears of joy are good things, though.
There you go.
right. And so thank you, Chuck, for that. I appreciate
We
that.
only do it for fun, he's a wrench.
Who?
We only do it for fun.
Oh, let me look on here.
I'm just saying it's the only one in here with that one.
Okay. Can't see it.
You want to leave your email? Well, your email's in the banner.
Yeah,
So
I could put it in the chat in case people can't see my banner.
Well, if anybody knows anyone in Houston, Texas, that might, give Amanda a chance to get her on her feet, like a room for a little while, so she can get a job, just contact Michelle, and basically, she just needs a little bit of a break.
I find it very interesting how the government's giving away all this money. And I was watching something on it, and they said that all the money that they gave away, they could have helped the homeless people
You're a
in the
little
U.S.
low,
and
Johnny.
Canada 2 times,
There you
3
go.
times over.
Have to turn
Johnny,
it on.
they don't care about the homeless people, man. We know that. They don't
Oh, I
care.
know that. There's people that are living here for free, and people who are born here, where I am in Canada, people who are born here are living homeless, and people who are coming here for free, living for free healthcare, free everything through our tax dollars.
That's
Same.
wild, isn't it? That's wild.
Yeah, they don't care about Canadians, and I tell people who come here, you have kids that are going to be born here. They're not going to give a shit about your kids. I
It's
don't
no
know. I
different
don't know
here.
what's going on. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Even I'm getting scared, and I'm in construction, and that's starting to slow down too now. So I think this year is going to be an interesting year.
Yeah.
This is it, man. I think this year is it. I think their end game is coming 2024, 2025 at the latest. It's my opinion.
And I think like in 25 is going to be like the nail in the coffin, to be honest.
Yep,
I
totally
hope
agree.
that, but
I agree totally.
well, the
Yeah.
way these guys are
I
running
think
things here.
25 or maybe something in 24. Anyway, 25 has been kind of a centerpiece for quite some time.
Hmm.
Well, they've had Agenda 21. Now they have Agenda 25, and then they have Agenda 30.
Yeah.
So Agenda 21 was a head spinner. It was a head spinner.
It was kind of the platform, and I think they want to complete a lot by 2030. So
They want to complete a lot by 2025.
yes,
They have
yeah.
Agenda 2050. I don't know if you guys heard that one.
Agenda 2050.
We
Yeah,
won't-
I caught a glimpse of it.
We won't
not
be
too
here,
long.
but that's when they
God,
want to have
please, I don't want to be here for that.
they want to have everything finalized by
Yeah.
2050. That's the final goal. They want everything in place by then, and there's a lot of transition to be made between now and then. So
You know, I think 2050 is so far fetched. I think
yeah,
we're not going to be here for that.
Nope.
That's just my opinion.
well, some may still be here. Yeah, there's
There'll be some here. Yeah, there will be people here. Yeah, definitely.
I don't think they're gonna get that far, but they're definitely pushing these electric vehicles to put everybody in like a
electric vehicles are
in
done.
more prison too, right? In a way.
Hi, James. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say this again. This live stream is dedicated to my friend Amanda, and if anybody knows any resources in Houston, that maybe could help her out, knows somebody that might have an extra room, for her to get on her feet. I truly 100% believe in my heart that it would be beneficial to both of them. She's a very good person. And my email is scrolling across the screen right now. If you guys know of anybody, that would be great. We're not asking for money by any means. We're just looking for resources and some help in finding her a place to get on her feet. Brian, did you want to present some stuff that you had that you wanted to, for us to continue on?
I think Brian went to eat. I think he
Oh
said
yeah,
he'd
he
be back.
said he was good.
Okay.
He'd be right back. Okay, wrong timing. But yeah. So, anyway,
We've been going almost 2 hours, so that's not bad.
yeah, I don't want.
I'll mirror this. I will mirror this and share it on my channel too.
Yeah, I don't want to cut the live stream yet.
Okay.
Well, hopefully that he'll be back.
Yeah.
I want to, I want us all to hang out. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
I really appreciate everybody being here. I just want to let you guys know that I just appreciate everyone here. Cormac.
No, he's going to tear the door off the fridge.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna look for something real quick.
Everybody in the chat, man, we got some awesome people. You know what I mean?
You guys
Everybody's
mind that
like,
I'm in the
awesome.
chat right now?
Mhm.
Just joined on.
Let's see here.
Johnny, do you have anything? All the world's a stage. You got anything you want to talk about?
No, I just find it weird that my family was sick for a week and a half. I think my mom got sick, so I came by to visit, stayed for a few days, and then I ended up getting sick. My dad is sick, but for some reason my sister's not sick, and she just hangs out in the basement. So I'm wondering like how we got sick, and my sister isn't. I've been trying to like wonder, like I don't know. It's very odd.
Been a lot of stuff going around. I mean, my whole family, we got sick, had the flu, which my daughter got it worse than anybody, and then everybody else caught it. It's real contagious.
It's just really weird. I'm just getting over it now.
Wow.
I haven't been out in a week and a half. Go to work, come home, and that's it.
I'm trying to do something that I'm not used to doing here. Hold on.
But that Amanda that just came on to apologize. I think she's a good person. She reminds me of a friend of mine that I used to a church friend of mine that I used to hang out with.
Yeah.
She
She's
seems like a good person. I don't know.
very well, I thought.
It was just a misunderstanding on Sergio's part, but
It
I don't know
was.
why
It
he
was.
left. He should have stayed to hear it, and then maybe would have changed his opinion about it. But I don't know.
Well, you know, the thing about Sergio, I love him. He's my brother, but he's brash. He's passionate, and he lets sometimes, not like I said in the chat, sometimes you take things wrong,
Yeah,
and he's really quick to defend the ones he cares about, which there's
yeah.
nothing
Like
wrong with that. But he just needs a little more seasoning, you know, and
I get where Sergio's. I
a
get where
lot of that
Sergio's
grows with
coming from.
age. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that, you know, you get wisdom with age. You know, he's a little younger, and it's just, you know, you learn this stuff as you go. You grow in grace and knowledge of the truth, you know? But, I mean, I'm just telling you, I was where he was at, you know, 5, 10 years ago. I mean, I used to, in the
Yeah,
chat,
same.
you would go after people, and as you grow and, you know, grace and love, you're a little different. You know what I mean? You give people the benefit of the doubt a little bit more, and you realize that, you know what I mean? It's just,
You have to pick your mountains.
you do. There you go, Dub. And Dub is 82 years old.
Three.
So wisdom comes with 83. Wisdom comes with age. You know what I mean? It really does. That's why anybody that dismisses elderly people, that's pretty foolish, because, you know, you learn something every day, and when you've been alive, you know, a whole lot more days than everybody else, then you have some wisdom to bring to the table.
You should learn from experience.
Amen. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Sergio, man. I do. He's just young.
I like
And
Serge.
he's passionate. Yeah, he's passionate. That's all. And sometimes when you're young, I did the same thing. You stick your foot in your mouth. And Sergio's a good guy. He'll come to realize it. He's quick to apologize.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He sometimes a little quick to pull the trigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Wisdom certainly comes with age. Amen, Cormac. Experience, man. I'm telling you, I drive a truck for a living. You guys all know I drive a truck for a living. It's like somebody that has 3 million miles under their belt compared to a new driver. You know, you can have a new driver that's all brash and he passes the test and can back up and do this and that, and he's great, but he hasn't had the experience of the 3 million miles where you come on every situation. You know, there's certain situations with time that you come across.
Yeah.
You know, and it goes back to that. You know, I mean,
Where does he?
experience. trumps everything.
Where do the self-driving trucks fit in, Chuck?
Yeah, that's another one right there. Brian, man, you back? You wanna present some stuff?
I'm kind of cooking something right now, so no, I'll go ahead and watch videos and just enjoy it. How long has it been? It's been 2 hours already anyway, man. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Danny threw something up, so I'm gonna play this. He said it was a good one. Can you guys see it on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. There we go. Let me go back here and get full screen. Here we go.
Introducing Jell-O Stir and Snack Pudding. Chocolate. A whole new way to snack.
Chocolate. Don't worry, I'm making you a cup of this new stuff. Stir.
I need a snack. Jell-O pudding. My own cup of rich creaminess.
New Jell-O Stir and Snack. Now you can have pudding 1 cup at a time.
You got any vanilla?
I can do that.
If you can stir, you can snack.
Understand life. Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, the owner's manual for the human mind. For only $5.95, it's a great investment in yourself.
Georgia, imagine a world where you could do anything and leave old, inefficient ways of doing business behind. With new ways to find and share information, AT&T can streamline the way you do business, so there's no limit to what you can do.
Wow.
When I joined Halliburton, I knew I was going to work on some big things. We put out a few fires at work. Once ran into a small challenge of getting some supplies to our troops. We built bridges, schools all over the world. But the biggest thing, serving our troops good old American food. So they feel just a little closer to home. Yeah.
Halliburton, proud to serve our troops.
You've got this huge customer. They're so huge, sometimes they don't even know when they've received a shipment. Whose problem is this? Yours. That's why you ship UPS, because only UPS captures signatures electronically. Then you can use UPS online tracking software to see your customer's actual signature. So when they say, "We never got it," you can say not only did you get it, but you don't dot your I's. UPS Online. Are you connected yet?
Mr. Fogel, no denying your body's changed over the years.
Yes.
Sir, this committee must know, did you ingest anything that helped create this change in your physique?
Yes.
Go on.
Usually a 6-inch turkey breast sub for lunch and a foot-long veggie delight for dinner.
You get those over the counter?
Yes, at a Subway restaurant.
What is that, Subway?
We're going to need more evidence.
Am I free to go?
They came across country by wagon and settled in Amana, Iowa. Whatever they needed, they made by hand. Made it the best it could be. That same fundamental is still practiced today in Amana, Iowa, the home of Amana Appliances, a Raytheon company. Whatever you make it the best it can be. Raytheon, where quality starts with fundamentals.
Welcome, analysts. The result has been a disappointing performance. Welcome, analysts. This was a challenging fiscal year for the company. Due to unpredictable weather, earnings are down. Welcome, analysts. But as everyone knows, you can't predict the weather. There's nothing you can do about it.
And run.
I think a Tic Tac is clearly better than a Certs.
Oh, yeah.
No, really. With only 1.5 calories, Tic Tac freshens your breath just as well as that does.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, let's see. I'm almost convinced. Oh, right. I am convinced.
Tic Tac.
I'm gone from history for now.
The incredible 1.5 calorie breath mint.
She has an Adam's apple.
A lot of women have Adam's apples, Michelle.
Now, or they always have.
No, now.
Not now. They've always had.
Let's go. Hold on. Where are you?
I'm in New York.
Who am I? Yeah, coach. And who are you? I'm Batman. Sit down. You don't understand. I'm Batman. I do.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers.
Hello, good citizen. My name is Batman. You could be my assistant. Would you like that? Would you like to ride with Batman?
Now this is the fear snake, the most venomous snake in the world. One bite from him and it's all over. Yo! Oh, no worries, mate. Luckily, we've had the anti-venom sent from America via FedEx. In my line of work, if you're not absolutely sure, you're absolutely dead. Oh, crikey. It appears we've used a different courier who hasn't arrived yet. It's okay because...
Hi, I'm Rick Titus, the host of Drivers Talk Radio. Looks like you're having a lot of trouble with your caravan.
Oh, see, it weighs a ton.
Let me show you this Ford Freestar.
Sure.
I think on a daily basis, you're going to find this a lot easier to live with. Come check this out. Just one hand.
Okay, I'm depressed. I just bought that caravan.
I understand. Here's someone who helped me when I was really depressed.
Therapist?
No, actually a Ford dealer. Come on, I'll help you with that seat.
The all-new Ford Freestar. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals. But this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
Got a buck? You're in luck. Because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town.
Weeding again, eh, Bob?
Huh?
Why not do it once, do it right?
Why's your head in the ground?
I'm going to watch Roundup kill these roots.
Hey, this is Spike's area.
Bob, Roundup can be used where kids and pets will play and breaks down into natural materials. Since Roundup kills the roots, what's not coming back, Bob?
The weed?
You betcha, Bob. Come on down and take a peek.
Can I squirt one?
Sure, Bob.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it. I can push it,
How long is this video?
study it.
Good question.
It's almost done.
Okay.
It's 8 minutes. We got another minute.
Okay.
Tweak it. Listen to it. Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on? I'm on my bike, busting my ass 6 hours a day. What are you on?
Get out those championship rings. Those MVP things. We're going to score 1 jillion points or more. Because we're together now. And you know what we're hungry for. I'm hungry for a McDonald's triple cheeseburger. Extra value meal. Super size. Just 39 cents more. For more drink and more fries. And the Dream Team 2 cup when you supersize. Supersize any extra value meal. For a puny price. After lunch, that world championship will taste nice. What you want is what you get. At McDonald's today.
The good old days. $1 meal deals.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, and like Roundup, that's so good for you. You can have it around pets and stuff.
Do they still have that? Because there's all
Roundup?
these commercials about that. Yeah, because there's all
I
these commercials
fertilize with
about that.
Roundup.
That stuff is like has cancer-causing properties.
Mm-hmm.
There's all
Yeah.
these Roundup commercials that I see here in Canada all the time.
Yeah.
Like life insurance, like a lawyer, like, oh, if you have cancer or mesothelioma or something like that. That Bill Cosby Jello commercial. I remember that one. I have a couple of jokes, but I think one's inappropriate.
Well, we can show you a little propaganda if anybody wants to see.
Yeah.
Anybody?
What you got? Sure.
Phone is frozen.
Some local propaganda. Let's see. So I want to make sure. Can you guys see it? Yeah, there it goes.
Wow.
Okay, so this is Humboldt, Texas, and as you guys can see, but not far from Houston. Yeah, they're pushing this story, which is just stupid, but you guys, I think you guys will like it. Just check it out.
Assistant Chief Dan Zentek, Zientek, from the Humboldt Police Department. Today, about 11:30 a.m., we got a call about shots being fired in the intersection here at Will Clayton Parkway and US 59.
The key word is a bag of chips, just so you guys know. A bag of chips.
What we found after we arrived on scene is we found one male inside a car that had been shot. EMS arrived on scene and pronounced him deceased on the scene. After further investigation, what we found out is that two younger black males, being probably approximately around 18 to 25 years of age, had entered the Sunco convenience store over here and had stolen a bag of chips while exiting the store. 42-year-old worker of that store who tried to confront them. They had a verbal altercation. And when I say altercation, it was just a conversation about this. There wasn't anything physical. And the gentleman started to follow them. He watched where they went. He hopped back in his car and then started to follow him in his car. And at this intersection here, which is actually between living spaces and the Will Clayton feeder road, they started shooting at him, in which he tried to reverse his car and ended up on the median over there. The suspects then took off, one towards the railroad tracks, one towards the freeway. There was an extensive search with the help of Harris County Precinct 4 using their canines. We had drones in the air. Houston PD sent officers with canine and with their helicopters searching the area for an extensive period of time, trying to locate them. At this point, we do not have them in custody. We still have people out working. We are under the assumption at the moment that they possibly fled.
I just kind of want you guys to observe that they blur out. Okay, surveillance cameras, and this is just a local, this is just a nothing burger, put it this way. But the way they blur out everything and the way they present everything is so stupid. These guys stole a bag of chips. Okay? And it's making real time. It's so stupid.
And they just did the scene switch right there. You back it up a couple, you see the.
Well, and they switched scenes, yes. See, they're here now.
Custody. We still have people out working. We are under the assumption at the moment that they possibly fled in a car.
There you go. So the camera switches. This is just something we're just trying to point out. It's just it's local news here in Houston, and they're making a big thing out of it, and it's all over a bag of chips.
Are nearby. We have given video to the media to use to help identify these two. They are wearing some distinct clothing that we have no doubt that their friends, family, or otherwise will recognize and be able to give us some leads to take these people off the street and put them in jail where they belong.
Did the surveillance video outside of the store capture any of the words that they exchanged?
No, there was no video on the surveillance. There's no audio on the surveillance.
Is this a situation? I mean, it sounds so tragic, right? He tried to chase after these guys and he killed over some chips. Is that sort of what we're working with?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's tragic in many aspects, you know, that I think that for one, them stealing and a store owner trying to protect his property. And second, at this point, it doesn't appear that it's much over the chips as someone just trying to stop somebody and as many would say, them feeling like someone had disrespected or shown.
Okay, so this guy, the guy in the red, was an employee, and these guys stole a bag of chips, and this guy took off after them in his car for a bag of chips. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to say it's a mocking, because you're not going to take off after anybody stealing a case of beer, let alone a bag of chips. And I'm just trying to point that out.
Some authority to them, right? So no, it's tragic all the way around. You've lost a great citizen who's just trying to work and do their job, and instead we have two people that also have ruined their lives because they will be going to jail. This is capital murder. You have committed a theft and a murder to hold on to the items. So no, it's tragic all the way around.
You called him the store owner, but was it an employee or the owner?
That's an employee of the store. Yeah.
How many shots did?
I don't know how many shots were fired.
Is he in the white, red shirt, the employee, red shirt in the video?
Yes, he has a red shirt in the video.
And how old is he again, sir?
He believes he is around 42.
42. Have you guys met with the family?
Yes, the police have met with the family. The lieutenant sat down and talked to them.
How are they doing?
Yes, as most would expect, they're completely devastated. Obviously, any family member being ripped from your family and their life being ended so tragically and early that no one ever anticipates just going to work that day and not coming home.
By the time you see this video, viewers are going to see this video. Some people are probably going to know what these guys are. What would your message be to them?
Very simply, it's if you know who this is, and I have no doubt that you do, because again, out of what they're wearing, the way they walk, and just the way that they hold themselves, everybody's very unique. That you give us a call at the Humboldt Police Department and let us know. It doesn't matter. You have to call the Humboldt Police Department. Call the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Call Precinct 4. You just let us know where they're at, and we're going to take them into custody and make sure that this family has the closure as best as any family can by giving them justice again. We believe it's just one win.
And just an FYI, I worked at Kroger in New Mexico for over 3 years, and we had a gas station that was connected to Kroger. All Krogers have that. We had a gas station attendant get shot and killed for a robbery during the day, and it took them over 24 hours to go over the scene. It doesn't look like that's the case here, but they didn't close down anything. They just kept rolling on. That's not usually the case, and that's kind of reality to me, but just wanted to say that.
This is not that common in our jurisdiction.
We're in Harris County, and obviously we deal with a high rate of crime that we're battling on a regular basis. And crime moves around, whether it's over here in the Humble area. We are lucky with the amount of commercial district that we have. One of our main crimes we deal with is theft and shoplifting versus some of the violent crimes in other areas of the city. But obviously, as we see today, those thefts and shoplifting can also result in violent crimes.
Were there any witnesses of the shooting out here?
There were witnesses of the altercation, not of the shooting that I'm aware of. I know that we did have some witnesses come forward as to what they saw, and the details I'm not aware of.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your name again?
So this is the victim's car that he got in, and the guy in the red, and he took off after these guys that were on foot, and I guess they shot him and killed him, supposedly, allegedly.
So they say.
So they say. I'm just not gonna buy it. This whole video continues on. They take pictures. They stand around doing, you know how many killings and how many shootings there are. I mean, Houston is huge. Think of Chicago. Think of Detroit. Think of Baltimore. The big California. And they're going to do a press conference. They're going to do all of this kind of, stuff. Sorry. I'm kind of reading the comments.
This one's like a 3-in-1. They're demonizing cars, they're demonizing guns, and now they're demonizing our food. So we're not going to be able to drive. We're not going to be able to use to arm ourselves. Now we're not going to be able to go to the grocery store because of this crap that they're putting on TV.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Let me tell you this. It does happen. Okay.
100%.
It really does happen, but they do not. They don't publicize it. If I got killed tomorrow at a gas station, from someone shooting me, it might be on there for
one report,
a 30-second clip. Okay,
yeah.
They don't care. I think the ones that are exploited, like this one is, for Houston. This is in the Houston area, even though it says Humble. It's still kind of like a suburb of Houston. I can't say for sure, but it just, this guy died for a bag of chips. I know in any retail, you don't chase after anybody, especially for a bag of chips. You don't chase after them. Even if they take all the money out of your register, you don't chase after them.
Right.
But if you're going to chase after them for a bag of chips and then you're going to just die over it.
And you're just going to leave your store.
I just don't think that's, I think everybody needs to come down to reality, because it does happen. I agree 100%. It happens. I've gone through it. I had an employee. I mean, it happened real time for me when I worked at Kroger. It was horrible to know an employee that got shot and killed for a robbery. It happens, but they didn't exploit it either. They had it on the news for like 5 seconds, and that was it.
Yeah. And here, every network has covered this. Several channels has covered this. Just this typical thing that they put out there.
Yeah. So they go through this and they take pictures and they have the cops and they have it roped off and they have a drone. Where is that? They have a drone here. They got to show that. Show the three. See, I don't even know what this is for. I mean, they're showing it in the sky. What's the drone doing? I mean, really, think about that. Is that supposed to scare us? I don't know. I'm just trying to show you propaganda that I just, it's stupid. Stupid. Let me see if I can go back in here. Danny had something. Let's see. Mass shooting and let's see if I can catch it. Hold on, it's going up. Oh, in San Francisco. There we go.
Back 5 victims.
There we go.
Julie Hayner. And I'm Mike Meeback. 5 victims were taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. One of them later died. Police say those shots were fired at 2:30 in the morning right there at the corner of Hyde and Turk. KTVU's Zach Saws joins us live tonight from San Francisco Police Headquarters with the very latest development. Zach, good evening.
Good evening, Mike. And so far, no arrests. The shooting marking the third homicide in the city so far this year. And those I spoke to who live in the Tenderloin saying the violence, nothing new, and they feel they continue to be overlooked by city leaders.
Honestly, it does not surprise me, and that's really sad.
Many incidents like that happen here in the Tenderloin.
Just
Wait, I have to look back here. Let's do that again. Okay.
Honestly, it does not surprise me, and that's really sad.
Many incidents like that happen here in the Tenderloin.
Okay, is that a guy or a girl?
Just a few of the reactions from neighbors learning about the mass shooting that happened here in the Tenderloin early Thursday, right next to a playground. Citizen video showing Sam.
Right next to a playground. Okay, so is all the kids out at the playground right now?
At 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't too crowded.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
San Francisco police officers arriving at the corner of Hyde and Turk Streets just after 2:30 in the morning.
If this would have happened in the daytime, it would have been horrific because that playground is always filled with kids.
5 people were rushed to the hospital with gunshot wounds, 4 men and a woman. Police say one of the men died upon arrival. J.J. Smith, who has been documenting daily crime and drug use in his neighborhood on social media, filming the aftermath.
The supervisors in these communities need to come out here and really speak and do something about the problems that's here.
Video Smith filmed before the violence broke out, showing a large crowd of people lining the street.
It's a lot of drug activity, a lot of drug use. Where there's drugs, there's always going to be guns.
I think the shooting that happened is like an end result. You know, the beginning is like drug abuse, lack of money.
Aurora Wallace, who grew up here but now lives in Marin County, showing us the Narcan she carried.
She looks like a good witness. She carries Narcan with her. Tells me a little bit about her, but anyway, just saying.
every day on her way to work a few blocks away.
We need somebody who can advocate for that, get them in programs.
This month, Mayor London Breed citing Stanford data touting a 52% drop in crime in parts of the Tenderloin over the last year that are patrolled by urban alchemy workers. But longtime resident Billy Cooper says for her, daily life feels unchanged, calling on city leaders to visit more often and witness the crime and drug use firsthand.
If we as people with lived and life experience get the
Okay, so did we not lose the story? The story's lost. The story
Yeah,
of one dead in
story is
San
lost.
Francisco mass shooting.
Good point.
The story's lost. They're talking about the homeless and blah 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 and going on. We've lost the story now. They're talking about something totally different, and it's a total different production.
to talk to these people and tell them how life really
Hippiest. I'm just reading the shirt. Lifelines to what? I don't know.
is, at least they would have a better understanding how we actually live our lives here in such marginalized, low income, oppression, living in an area like this.
And we asked San Francisco Supervisor Dean Preston for his reaction to the shooting and some of those concerns he saw expressed by neighbors.
4 injured in the Tenderloin shooting.
Preston calling the shooting
San Francisco mass shooting in Tenderloin district.
Maybe there's something to the location.
Or maybe it's Tenderloin.
quote, horrifying, and also offering his condolences to the victim's family. He also said that he's been in touch with local police in the area and is hoping that this crime will get resolved quickly. Mike, Julie?
Zach Sauce live tonight in San Francisco.
It's so real, it looks fake. Yeah. But it's real.
Real. It's real.
It's real. Okay, no, you guys got to say it right. It's real. That's how you got to say it. Just letting you guys know, it's real. Don't go to the butcher.
Well, hey, I'm like starving. I need to eat. I might go get something. You going for a little while, and I mean I can come back, or what do you want to do?
Oh, it's been 2.5 hours, so
Yeah,
I guess we can
it's been a
call it.
while.
Okay. Well, everybody have a good night. This live is dedicated to my good friend Amanda, and please email me if you have any resources. Love you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Brian, Johnny, Chuck, Dub, Amanda, sitting on my couch. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Amanda, thank you for coming on and speaking your piece. I really much appreciate you. Like I said, you guys have any heart, which I know you do. If you know any resources, please reach out to me on my email, frosti.fyi@gmail.com. I love you guys. We will see you next week for sure. And love everybody on the panel. You guys have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for being with us. Truly, God bless you guys. Happy birthday, Brian.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Yeah.
Yes,
God
happy
bless
birthday.
you guys. And have a good week. And we will see you next week. Love you
Love
guys.
you guys. Love you
You
guys.
guys. Love you guys.
Appreciate it. All
Bye.
right, John,
Bye.
Brian, Dub, Michelle.
Bye.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
later.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.